The life of Grigor Ilyinich Stoyanovich had been largely comprised of dark corners and back alleyways, the rundown tenements of his birthplace, the shadowy meeting rooms of the Russian mafia, the political rallies held in abandoned warehouses. He had struggled against adversity since the day of his birth, just as so many other Russians had, just as so many continued to do. Now, following his failed election campaign and an abortive coup in Moscow, Grigor's future seems no less grim than his past. Hounded by the Russian government's security forces, who seek to try him as a criminal and a traitor, Grigor has taken refuge in the city of Voronezh. But true safety lies further south in Volgograd, where faithful supporters stand ready to deliver him the city upon his arrival. It is time for this heretofore unsuccessful yet supremely confident political agitator to step out of the shadows and into the limelight.
Grigor! Grigor! Your life is in danger!
It has been for months, if not years, Pyotr. What is it now?
The authorities in Moscow know you are here in Voronezh. They have alerted the local security forces. We must leave before they find you.
My only surprise is that the so-called authorities did not try to seize me sooner. It is just as well. Colleagues in Volgograd have sent word that the whole city is prepared to rise up in support of me, if I join them there.
My car here has plenty of fuel. If you hide in the trunk, perhaps we can slip right past the guards at the gates of the city.
The trunk, Pyotr? Is that not the first place guards always check?
Unless we can find an alternate means of transportation, Ely, it would seem to be our only option.
Ready? Comrade.
Ah, a potato truck. This is an ideal hiding place. You will drive, Pyotr.
How can I help? Sir, yes, sir. 10-4, waiting orders. Sir, yes, sir. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir.
Halt! A dangerous criminal is on the loose. We must check your vehicle.
It is okay, Yuri. This truck is just carrying potatoes. You may pass. Success. Now we must move quickly to Volgograd. It won't be long before our enemies realize we have escaped and raise a general alarm. Rest assured,
Yes,
Pyotr,
sir.
that I will return to Voronezh in grander style than I left.
10-4. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir.
We have arrived, Grigor. It is safe for you to come out.
Sir, yes, sir. How can I help?
Grigor, so good to see you have made it safely to Volgograd. I have arranged everything. The city is entirely at your disposal.
You have done well, Vasily. What is our current situation?
The nearby cities of Rostov and Saratov claim to be fiercely loyal to the current Russian government. But if we send a diplomatic representative to their fortresses, we have enough supporters in each city to force the authorities to negotiate with us. The Ukrainians officially support the Russians as well, but I have been reliably informed that if we send a diplomat there after Rostov and Saratov ally with us, Ukraine will join our side as well.
Very good. As long as our capital here in Volgograd remains standing, we should have no problems recruiting diplomats. Now we must prepare emergency defenses at once. The government surely knows Volgograd is our stronghold, so we can expect them to send forces here very soon.
If we can successfully defend Volgograd and then destroy the capital in Voronezh, our dreams of Novaya Russia will come that much closer to reality.
Yes, my dreams. This city was once known as Stalingrad, many decades ago. Let us see if I can build a legacy that lasts longer than Stalin's did.
Cheat activated.
Ready. Right away. Okay. Right away. Ready. Okay. We're under attack.
Our diplomat has spoken to the head of the Rostov garrison. If we send them tributes that total at least 1,000 iron, he will agree to join us. Very good. Rostov has chosen to join us.
Ready.
Our diplomat has spoken to representatives from the Ukraine. If we can demonstrate our popular support by convincing Rostov and Saratov to join our side, the Ukrainians will automatically ally with us.
Ready. Right away. We are under attack.
Our diplomat has spoken to the leaders of the troops in Saratov. They have not received pay for many months. They will ally with us for a total tribute of 1,000 gold. Wonderful. Saratov has decided to aid us. Excellent news. Now the cities of southern Russia as well as the Ukraine are firmly in our camp.
Ready. Okay. Ready. Ready.
Right away. Ready. How can I help? Okay.
Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. 10-4.
We are under attack.
Go ahead. Ready, sir. Ready, sir. As you command. Ready, sir. Dead for. Ready, sir. As you command. Dead for. Awaiting orders. Ready, sir.
We are under attack.
Awaiting orders. As you command. Dead for.
We are under attack.
Awaiting orders. As you command. Awaiting orders. Dead for. Ready, sir.
We are under attack.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. As you command.
It is done. With the fall of Voronezh, the Moscow government can't possibly stop me from controlling the region. Novaya Russia is a reality at last. Now those fools in Moscow who counted me out shall pay dearly.
It took many years, but the dual humiliations of a lost election and failed coup had finally been avenged. Deep inside the Kremlin, as Grigor Stoyanovich settled into his new residence, vodka flowed freely in celebration of the victory. But maps and battle plans were already being prepared for the next phase of expansion. Grigor wanted more territory, and he knew just from where to take it. In the years of consolidation that followed the capture of Moscow, a problem had surfaced. Grigor's propaganda machine could not gloss over the violence being committed by his black robes. Commoners and dissidents were fleeing Novaya Russia in droves and spreading tales of atrocities and terror. Ukraine, sensing the danger, had already begun forging alliances with the major powers of Europe. And those powers, mindful of the lessons of the previous century, were not going to ignore the perceived threat growing to the east. The Ukraine had to be brought under Novaya Russia's banner, and Grigor confidently predicted his former ally would be easy prey. But the European powers were another matter. If they were to be neutralized, he had to move swiftly and decisively against them, or risk losing all he had accomplished.
One enemy falls, then several more rise to take its place. This constant struggle is taking its toll on me. Yet I must continue the fight against those who would keep Novaya Russia from attaining its rightful place in the world.
General, I suggest we construct some inspirational buildings to aid in our fight. They could prove advantageous.
Ready.
Okay.
Sir? Ten-4.
Who is this freak?
He's not one of us, and that's all we need to know. Shoot him.
Wait! I am a scientist with much technical knowledge. Your general will want to see me.
Well, that hover platform is certainly an impressive piece of technology. Very well. We will inform Grigor, but be warned. He doesn't take kindly to those who waste his time.
This had better be good. I am urgently needed at the front.
General Stoyanovich, I am Dr. Alexei Septimis. Perhaps you are familiar with my work in robotics and machine intelligence.
Yet.
Well, rest assured, my reputation is well earned. The Western powers, fearing your growing strength, would not let me leave my weapons research post in Poland. But I managed to elude them and return to my Russian homeland. I am here to offer you my services, as well as the culmination of my research.
I don't know that I can trust you, Doctor, but I will consider your offer. Novaya Russia will soon have need of advanced weapons. But be forewarned, if you are lying to me, your death will be most painful. As for this culmination, I look forward to seeing what you have developed.
General, as a token of my sincere intentions, I will present to you my greatest achievement, the Rostov Model JK-1. I think you will find him quite useful.
So, you are Alexei's masterpiece, eh? Once I am convinced of your loyalties, I just might make you my own personal bodyguard. How does that sound? I am programmed to serve.
Da. All the people. All the motherland. All the people. Comrade.
Cheat activated. Deactivated.
Yes, Commander. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir.
This is St. Petersburg. From here we have direct access to the waters of our western enemies. But it is so close to them that it may be difficult to defend.
Right away.
How can I help?
Okay.
Right away.
How can I help?
Right away. Sir? Sir, yes, sir. We are under attack. Ready, sir. Command. And for.
Here is Archangelsk. From here we can build warships in relative safety, although they will have to travel a good distance to reach our enemies to the west. This building has links to our satellite network, which will reveal the positions of our enemies.
We are under attack. Ready, sir. Sir? Sir, yes, sir. Oh, ready, sir. Stand for. As you command. As you command. Stand for. As you command. Stand for. Awaiting orders. Sir? Sir, yes, sir.
We are under attack.
Sir? 10-4. Awaiting orders. Sir, yes, sir.
We are under attack.
Affirmative.
We are under
Sir,
attack.
yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
We are under attack. We are under attack. We are under attack. We are under attack.
Bridge here.
Cheat deactivated.
First officer here. Our court, sir. Sir? Sir, yes, sir. Ten four. Sir, yes, sir. 10-4. Sir, yes, sir. Sir? 10-4.
We are under attack.
Sir? Sir, yes, sir. Yes, Commander. 10-4. Sir? Sir, yes, sir.
We are under attack.
Yes, Commander. Sir? Ten four.
We are
Affirmative.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Standing by.
We're under attack.
Roger. Go ahead.
We're under attack.
Affirmative.
We're under
Standing
attack.
by. Roger. Go ahead. Standing by. Affirmative. Standing by. Go ahead. Standing by. Go ahead. Go ahead. Standing by. Go ahead. Roger. Affirmative.
We're under attack.
Standing by. Roger. Go ahead. Affirmative.
Yes, Commander.
With the rebellion crushed and our western border secure, I feel I can finally rest my weary bones for a time. But Novaya Russia has not reached her zenith yet.
Years have passed and Krigor is grown old. He is in command of a strong, unified Russia. He has conquered most of Europe, the Middle East, and Northern Africa. His empire ranks as one of the largest the world has ever known. But despite his accomplishments, his life's work remains unfinished. He wants more, but knows he won't have time to obtain it. Krigor had hoped to pass his legacy on to an heir, but despite utilizing the most advanced medical techniques available, that goal has eluded him. Now, with time growing short and his mistrust of others growing stronger, he has made a decision that he knows some will view with skepticism. But it may also serve to root out the very people he mistrusts. Just before his foray into Eastern and Central Europe, Krigor was presented with a mechanical bodyguard. Since then, the field of artificial intelligence matured to a point where sentience became possible. Dr. Septimus, the machine's creator, updated it with the latest AI technology, bestowing upon it true consciousness. He additionally set up facilities to produce other types, but Krigor's bodyguard was his greatest single achievement. The aging leader of Novaya Russia eventually came to regard it as his successor, naming him Krigor II. After spending many months preparing him, Krigor was ready to announce his heir to his people.
People of Novaya Russia, I have summoned you here to bear witness to a momentous decision. I have served as your leader for many years, but as you know, I am old and childless. I have wrestled with the question of who should succeed me. Who should lead this great nation through the dangers and opportunities of the coming years? Novaya Russia deserves a leader with strength, intelligence, and a clear vision of the future. Someone incorruptible and logical, unfettered with needless sentiment. I have identified such an individual. He has served me loyally and with distinction. My personal bodyguard, who shall henceforth be known as Krigor II.
What? We will never follow a mere machine!
Silence! Have I ever led you astray? Is not Novaya Russia the greatest state in Europe, nay, in all the world, deserved of the best leader available? I have spent many months preparing my metallic protege for the tasks that still lie ahead. He has eagerly and dependably absorbed all the lessons of war and statecraft that I have taught. If you put the necessities of Novaya Russia ahead of your foolish prejudices, you will see that I have made the right decision.
Gentlemen, welcome. You have all heard the news? It is as we feared. Grigor has named that metallic monstrosity as his successor instead of one of us.
The people will never accept a machine.
Don't be so simple-minded. The people are like sheep. They may mewl and bleat, but in the end, they care not who the shepherd is as long as they are well fed.
Then it is time to put the plan we agreed upon into action.
What forces in the city can we count on for support?
Much of the army will rally to our cause, although most of my Black Robe commanders will likely remain loyal to Grigor.
Very well. I will announce to the people that it is we, and not that senile old fool with his tin toy, who are now in charge.
Grigor! General Grigor, sir!
Yes, what is it, Lieutenant Molotov, yes?
Yes, sir! General Yukov and 3 other high-ranking officials from the military are attempting a coup. They have the support of much of the garrison here in Moscow and have taken control of the fortress in the center of the city.
Then they have played directly into our hands. By assisting you in putting down the revolt and then restoring order, the people will see that their destiny lies in capable hands.
It is just as I anticipated. You did well to recognize the opportunity, my large friend. I have indeed taught you well. But now I must travel the city and find out which garrisons are still loyal to their true leaders.
Da. For the people. Comrade. 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 For the motherland. For the people. For the people. For the people. For the motherland. For the people. For the motherland. For the people.
Commander, it is I, Grigor Stoyanovich. I demand that your forces be placed under my command at once.
I'm sorry, sir. My men have regretfully abandoned their posts to join the traitors.
Hold the motherland. For the people. We're under attack. For the motherland. For the people. For the motherland. For the motherland.
If any here are still truly loyal to the motherland, It is time to serve her in her moment of need. General Yukov had our supplies of ammunition rerouted, but we have enough left to equip a few units.
Go ahead.
We're under attack.
Go ahead.
For the people.
For the motherland. For the people. For the motherland. For the people.
We're under attack. Hold the mother.
For the people.
Commander, it is I, Grigor Stoyanovich. I demand that your forces be placed under my command at once.
I'm sorry, sir. My men have regretfully abandoned their posts to join the traitors.
By your command. For the motherland.
Commander, it is I, Grigor Stoyanovich. I demand that your forces be placed under my command at once.
Death to the betrayers of Grigor and Novaya Russia.
Da. Comrade, da. Comrade, da. Comrade, da. Comrade. Ready, sir. For the motherland.
The pain? No, not now.
Sir, what is it?
I am not so young anymore, Lieutenant. The pacemaker that has kept my heart going these many years finally seems to be giving out. I will have to get to the hospital complex in the south of the city if I want it replaced.
Go ahead.
For the motherland.
Commander, I demand that your troops be turned over to me immediately.
General Yukov ordered our factories shut down before we knew he was a traitor. But we have enough staff left to equip a few units.
Go ahead.
I am still your bodyguard, my master. I will not leave you alone in such dangerous times.
people! For the people!
I demand that all those who truly serve Novaya Russia come forth at once!
Death to all those who would betray Grigor and Novaya Russia.
Da, comrade. For the people.
All the motherland.
Da, comrade. For the people.
Commander, it is I, Grigor Stoyanovich. I demand that your forces be placed under my command at once.
I'm sorry, sir.
For the
My men have regretfully abandoned their posts to join the
For the
traitors.
people. Ready, sir.
Dr. Septimus, what brings you to Moscow?
My health. I came to Moscow Hospital for the same reason as you, most likely. Both of us have borne the years well, but our time is nearly at an end. No, science will find a way to save Grigor. And you too, Doctor. Ah, the optimism of youth. I have worked hard these last few years, but there is no way to make mortal men immortal. Our legacies must live on in others, such as you, my young friend, or my masterpiece here.
You are too kind, my maker.
I have just recently delivered to the hospital my latest mechanical heart augmentation. It will be much better for you than your current pacemaker, Grigor. Although it cannot save your life, it should make the time you have left much more comfortable.
With Septimus's new device, I feel better than I have in years.
Surely, sir, you should spend more time recovering.
I should, Lieutenant, but there is no time. We cannot give the traitors an opportunity to consolidate what little power they have gained. We can also not afford to have the people perceive me as weak. Let us give the traitors the death they deserve.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For the people.
Commander, it is I, Grigor Stoyanovich. I demand that your forces be placed under my command at once.
I'm sorry, sir. My men have regretfully abandoned their posts to join the traitors.
For the motherland. For the people. For the people.
We're under attack. All the motherland.
If any here are still truly
For the
loyal
people.
to the motherland, it is time to serve her in her moment of need.
My men and I will always be loyal, sir. Come what may.
I would not dare leave you without sufficient guards, sir.
Comrade, da. Comrade, da.
Bread.
Ready, sir.
For the people!
We're under attack.
For the people! For the motherland! For the people! For the motherland! For the people!
Ready, sir.
Commander, it is I, Grigor Stoyanovich. I demand that your forces be placed under my command at once.
General Yukov announced a holiday in honor of your succession announcement, and all of our workers went home. We have only just found out that he betrayed the motherland. We also managed to complete production on a handful of tanks with the little staff we have left.
For the motherland! For the people! For the motherland! For the people! For the people!
We're under attack.
For the people! For the people! For the motherland! For the motherland!
Fortress is destroyed, but the traitors refuse to emerge from the bunker deep beneath it. Grigor needs to come here and assess the situation himself.
Come out, you cowards! Or do you great leaders send only lesser men to do your dirty work?
Navaya Russia! Join us now! Stop this madness before it is too late!
Those who would seek to betray you are dead, my master.
Yes, but
Sir, are you all right?
no, my devoted young lieutenant. My age and the strain of dealing with these
traitors has simply been too much. Even with the doctor's medical device. Remember, Novaya Russia above all. Do not let the dream.
Rest easy, my master. I will ensure your dreams do not die here with you.